grandkids. I want them to look back and be like, damn, Manny was a bad motherfucker. All right, I have to turn it up. You know, I have to live life to the fullest. You know, that's where I have a nephew. You know, I have a nephew coming, you know, soon here. I want to make him proud. I want to make my family proud, which I already have, but I want to take it to another level, you know? And those types of things are the things where I'm like, okay, now I have inspiration, you know?
Yeah.
It's not about just being like making a bunch of money. Because you could do other things that are easier to make money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, way easier.
Yeah, it's not
way
about
easier.
getting bitches or whatever, because they'll leave this is the second you
lose.
lose. Yeah, they'll
They
leave.
gone.
Yeah, they out of there.
Or you're
yeah.
not doing something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Unless it's the real girl
Yeah.
that is there with you regardless.
When you have nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Or
you know?
it doesn't care.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly,
But
you
a lot of the
Yeah.
I mean, this day and age, I know they're talking about like, oh, how you get a girl and have all the, you know, you got to have this, you got to have that, you got to have this to get the cream of the crop. Well, those are the type of girls that, you know, aren't worth anything.
Yeah,
they want you
100%.
for that shit.
They want you for shit and they'll leave in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, they need to be teaching that too while they're out there. You know, all this shit.
100%.
They don't teach that shit.
No, 100%.
You pull up to a club in a nice car or whatever, and like one of them little roaches come out and start talking to you.
Yeah.
Sure, you know, you can pull them, but they're not worth anything.
Not worth it. And that's the thing as well, is like, I can talk about it because you might be making the money now, but what happens if you get in a car accident and then you're not good for 2 years and then they leave, right?
Oh yeah, they're gone.
Yeah, you need to have someone who's there for you. If you're in that situation, they're gonna hold it down for you, and vice versa. You know, like that's what true love is. You know,
they're not gonna stay for your car.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like your payment. You're gonna miss your payments.
Yeah,
you're gonna lose your job.
Exactly.
You're gonna lose your money.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and that happens in life.
Yeah,
you know?
so don't chase those women.
100%.
Those are throwaways.
Yeah, 100%. Don't make your goals getting these women. So you don't make your goal in life getting this car so you can get this woman who's gonna drain you of your life force.
Yeah.
Nah, bro. I don't. Yeah, you have to have deeper desires, deeper goals in order to get that energy that you need to really, really hit things. So like when I'm painting, sometimes I'm painting and I'm drawing and I'm like, I get a burst of inspiration from somewhere. And when I get that burst of inspiration, I just get in the flow and I can make something crazy to something beautiful.
Yeah, because I saw some of your art, man. It's crazy awesome, brother. Yeah, I got to get it because my sister's an artist, so it's like I respect it. You know, attention to detail. Hey, you got some beautiful paintings, brother. So yeah, definitely check them out too.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to make you a piece as well.
Oh,
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
but you know, so it's like same thing with fighting. When you get that burst of energy and you're able to write it for the right reasons, that's why, you know, I was talking to someone before and I was like, you know, all the best fighters, they all have like deep spiritual beliefs, you know. So like John Jones, when he won that Cyril Gane fight, first thing he did, he praised Jesus. Khabib Nurmagomedov, he's Muslim, you know. That's one of his main character traits. You know, Ali, same thing. Floyd Mayweather, same thing. And I'm really into psychology. So these fighters, their religion, their spirituality gives them the deeper purpose when they're fighting. It's not about getting the money, because that stream of thought will only get you so far.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, because you'll want to stop because you don't love it. You love the money more than you love what you're doing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If it's for the women, that stream of thought will only get you so far, you know? So it's kind of like Ali, he fought for deeper reasons, you know? That's why he went to jail, came back, started fighting again. You know, that's why he's one of the most inspirational people in history, you know? John Jones, he's out here winning these fights because his belief system is he is spreading his religion and he's showing the glory of God. That's awesome, through his fighting, you know. And
I like that,
you know. And the same thing with Khabib, same thing. So for me, I went back and I reevaluated every single thing in my life, you know. And I feel like to get out of losses, you really have to evaluate your life on a deep. Ask yourself deep questions, because life starts with the question, you know. You know, why did you do this? Why did you do that? How did it go wrong? You're not worthless because you took a loss. A loss is the first step to success, you know. So, and I truly believe that, you know, my whole fighting career started off of a loss because I got my ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? Before I even had any commission and all that stuff, I got my ass whooped in the backyard, you know, and I got obsessed with it. And then now here I am, you know what I'm saying? So
a lot of people could go the other way. A lot of people would go the other way, not want anything to do with it.
Yeah.
You know, like a lot of people don't know what they like until they experience it.
Yeah,
so that's pretty cool, man. Because like a lot of people, you know, tend to get scared. They have to, like for me, I had to get beat up enough times to where I was like, okay, this is what this feels like. I had to become aware of the situation. Then it was just like, you know, you fight, you get beat up, or you know, because I eventually took it into like a thought process, like, all right, in 3 days I'm okay anyway. It's not a big deal. But you know, you kind of have to acclimate your mind to that, to where you know your adrenaline doesn't pump.
Yeah, 100%.
The way you're used to that atmosphere, that war atmosphere. So like, but for you were able just to just jump right into it. For me, I had to get beat up a lot. Like I was beat up a lot. You know,
I got beat up a lot too.
Oh yeah, okay. So the backyard thing was just something.
Oh no, I got beat up in the backyard, you know. But then we were fighting as well. But training, when I started training for real, that's when like I was getting my ass beat. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because you really learned.
Yeah, because I was learning from real fighters, and my coach was like one of the best fighters in the world. He never really took his pro career. You know, he just stopped. He just kind of got married and just kind of took a break. But he's one of the best fighters I've ever seen in my life. Oh, and this is a guy that I was sparring with every day. Everyone was scared to spar with him, but I was just like, no, I have to spar with him, because if I want to be like him, I'm gonna have to learn these lessons. You know, so I was in the gym with him. No one would ever spar with him. It was just me and him going back and forth. And those days, you know, I made the right decision, because those sparring sessions and all that stuff taught me so much about life, and you know, really made me into the guy I am now. You know, and I'm trying to, and I constantly go back to that training to take inspiration. Like the kid I was at that time, I was just a scrawny kid, didn't know much. I just had heart, desire, and just really wanted to learn this stuff. You know, just really wanted to learn this stuff, and that's what it takes. You know, sometimes it's just desire, heart. You know, and I think if you took a loss in life, you know, you just go through, and as long as you have that desire and that heart, you'll pull out of it. You know, Tyson Fury. Yeah, Tyson Fury. He at one point he was 400 pounds. Even though he's never lost in his fight career, even if you don't lose in a sport, you might take a loss in life. You know. Yeah. And then he took that loss, and he was depressed for a while. He pulled himself out of it, started running. He could only run like half a mile. Kept building up, lost all the weight, came back, beat Deontay Wilder, you know? So that's what it's about. Like, I'll just watch movies that are inspirational, Rocky, you know, just so different. Just Forrest Gump, you know, I watch that for inspiration. You know, just stuff like that, you know.
He took a lot, too. Yeah. That character took his beatdowns. He just kept moving, man.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and that's what
it's about. What happens when noise doesn't affect you.
Yeah.
You know, when it just doesn't affect you.
Yeah, he just doesn't even know that it's not, that something bad happened to him.
Or it's disrespectful.
Yeah,
Or this guy just, you know, disrespected me. He just keeps, you know, I mean, that's a pretty good analogy, actually. Being able to just zone in and just not, you know, okay, this is what I got to do. This is what I got to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how I got promoted. That's how I, you know, carried him through the war. Like literally just, there was nothing bothering that man as he went through all this horrible shit.
And that's the thing as well, that I was talking about earlier, with sometimes a lot of times in life something bad might happen, but actually if you really look, it's a skill though. You have to really look at it and find something good out of it. You got to pull it out regardless of what happens. You might break your arm, but it's like, all right, I broke my arm. I can't train with my right arm. But all right, I'm going to make my jab crazy. The Big Daddy